gunfights sound scary to you? Do you have an obsession with laying down and being anally pleasured by a shooting tripod? Well, do I have the character for you? What's going on, homies? It is Trevor, and after several days, I don't keep count, I finally jumped back on Battlefield 2042. Now, this may come as a bit of a shock to you, but not only was I having problems finding a full server where it wasn't 60% bots, but also I had an awful time. Now, aside from the fact that there's no infantry cover and the map flow is just absolutely awful, but most of the time, whenever I die, it's just completely out of my hands. Now, this isn't another camper video, it's actually something much worse. Battlefield 2042 and its player base has a really big Boris problem. There is not a more overpowered character in Battlefield 2042 than Boris. Now, do you remember whenever the proximity mines were too much and they were ruining the servers, or whenever you were completely invincible using the ballistic shield? What did DICE do? I'm having a hard time remembering because they don't do it anymore. Oh, that's right. They disabled the character's abilities and they hotfixed them. Now, some of you might be thinking, whoa, when did this happen? Did I miss it? Probably because they did it in like the first 2 days of the game and then never hotfixed any other character again. Never did the whole pause, disable, and fix shit a singular time after those two instances. But you would think with a character like Boris, it would have been done immediately. Now, if you don't know what Boris does, or should I say, what the players do in conjunction with Boris, they'll find themselves a nice little bush that maybe a bear took a shit in, and they'll just lay their nice big little belly on that pile of shit, peek their little crusty face through the bushes, and they'll lay down their sentry turret. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, that's a little shitty. Well, what's wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with it is the fact that this sentry turret has an unlimited range and field of view, which means it turns 360 degrees and it looks up, down, and all around and can see you from 100 meters plus away. And as soon as it spots you, you start glowing red. And I know you might be thinking, well, that happens with a couple different things in this game. Well, here's the difference. They have a character in this game, Jiso Pike, that literally has wall hacks that they nerfed into the ground because the Battlefield community, those big brave boys, got on Twitter and they're like,
that's not fair. People be able to see me whenever I'm trying to hide. We've got to get rid of it. Get rid of it, please.
And they did, and then proceeded to absolutely abuse Boris. Now, whenever you glow red, when you're spotted by this sentry turret, it doesn't just see you while you're in view and highlight you while you're in view. It will continuously, for about 30 seconds, spot you through walls, rocks, cover, anything that you can think of. And this little Boris bitch will be able to track you the entire time, and as soon as you're back from behind cover, he baps you. Now, he's not laying down to protect himself. He's laying down because he's an unskilled player that doesn't know how to manage recoil, and he misses his shots, so he has to make sure that his magazine has at least 1,000 bullets, which is why you'll see the Boris also running the PKP. So you have an infinite wall hack as soon as a player is spotted, an unlimited range, plus a little baby tripod bitch to shoot for you whenever your aim sucks extra hard, and then you have unlimited awareness of where your enemy is, just in case you have no map awareness whatsoever. And before y'all try to blame DICE for this thing,
well, it's not our fault that DICE put it in the game. If it's something they put in, we can use it. It's not our fault. Blame them.
That's true. But if anything, it's the first instance where DICE knew exactly what the players do in their game, and they were just trying to accommodate it. For the first time in their life, they tried to accommodate the player because 70% of Battlefield players are nothing but campy, no-skilled, friendless gamers. Now, I know that may be hard for some of y'all to hear because you're infantry players and you push and you try to get all cracked out and get good clips. Hey, if that's you, you're amazing. But you are in the minority because the majority of Battlefield players are weenies. And it's not just a Boris problem now, it's been a Boris problem from launch, whenever all the Battlefield players were playing this game. So I think I can safely say most Battlefield players are weenies. So I'm sorry if this is gonna hurt your KD, or maybe you'll have to stand up to play and try to win the gunfight yourself. I'm gonna propose a way so you can keep your little crusty Russian, and players that are actually skilled can still have a good time. One, it should stop looking up, it should have a short range, and if you need to check for people behind you, you can pick it back up, you lazy turd, and then turn it around and place it back down. And since we know that you're only using Boris to be a camping little poo-nanner, we can just decrease its range by about 90%. I would say 10 to 20 meters should be the range of these sentry guns. Now I'm gonna get into dice. Dice, like, I'm not even gonna get onto you that bad. Kinda like a parent that already knows that they have a dumb kid, so they kinda just expect it. But the Battlefield players, there's nothing we could do to fix them. They're stuck like Chuck, because there's never been a character in the history of gaming that is essentially an enabler for these low skill, low IQ cootie queens. And they just straight up need to patch this asshole out of the game. But that's really all I have on this subject. Just a little bit of a rant. Surprising that I would go back on Battlefield 2042 and have a shitty time because of the way they made the game. Like, this is bullshit. But let me know how your experience is. Do you play Boris? Do you have problems with your love life or finding friends or a girlfriend? Or do you absolutely abhor the fact that you share a community space with people that enjoy using Boris? Let me know down in the comment section below. But if you like the gameplay or you like the commentary, please leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post new content, because I'm posting stuff all the time. Thanks for coming around and checking out the channel. Thanks a ton for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.